Welcome to the Jets 2-Minute Drill Game Review presented by HCL Tech. Eric Allen and Anthony Becht here inside the studio. Disappointing game for the Jets today. They fall by a 22-17 score to the New England Patriots. That's 13 wins in a row for the Patriots in this divisional series. This game flipped late in the first half.
Yeah, well, we talked about, this game when you're talking about these two teams in the division. You throw the records out. They don't mean anything because of this rivalry. And this was a kind of cat and mouse game. This was really close. You felt like the Jets had some control early on. You're able to defensively to hold this team to field goals. And then right before the half, things started to go a little wacky for the Jets. You had the interception late by Zach. They get the ball back. And then all of a sudden, when you think the sky is falling, you get an interception, you take it back to the end zone, and then bam, you get a late hit on the quarterback. And quite frankly, look, JFM, I think, look, as someone that plays a game, and I say this all the time, and I hate comparing it, but I've never had a personal foul in my life. And I don't know what it's like to go at a quarterback and, stop, go, and all that stuff. The ball leaves the quarterback hand. Every single week we see it. All these late hits, all these things that we see different quarterbacks, it is an emphasis going on right now. If the ball is out of the quarterback's hand, just stay away. If you stay away, the game changes. Would the Jets have won this game? Is it one play? No, but man, you're taking points off the board. You give the ball back. They get it. They end up getting a field goal in that situation too. So it's a 10-point swing.
Yep.
Right? And listen, that's just one piece. And then you're still in the game. The game is not over. Second half comes around, turnovers, indecisive in the pocket.
Yep.
Not having just kind of a feel of what you want to do from a passing game standpoint. Yeah, there's a lot of great things we liked out of Zach in this game. Like wow stuff. But man, it's like turnovers all of a sudden just crept on this football team. And ultimately the defense could not hold on long enough. They give that drive out at halftime, which you don't want to have, but that was it. I mean, they held in the field goals. The game was there for the Jets offense and this team. And special teams, they had their blunders as well in this football game as well. Can't win on just one phase.
So the Patriots took control of this game with a 19-point run. Nick Folk hits a field goal at the end of the first half. And then they score on a 4th-and-1 play, a Mac Jones touchdown. They take the lead, and they never relinquish it Sunday. Let's talk big picture about Zach Wilson. This was the first game for the Jets without Breece Hall, Elijah Vera Tucker, and Corey Davis out of the lineup as well. He had 3 interceptions today. A couple times we saw him forcing the ball, and then he seems to get in trouble sometimes when he doesn't get those feet set.
Well, you can't lean the whole game on him because if you don't have a running game to support your quarterback regardless, it's going to be tough. Below 50% passer, almost 400 yards passing. It's just a weird discrepancy there. And then you have all those turnovers. A couple great flashes, nice throw to Garrett Wilson, nice throw to Conklin, a couple plays that he made throughout the game. I just feel like every time I saw him, he was retrieving from the pocket, going somewhere. Does he have to? Can we get more done from the pocket? These are the questions that have to be answered, not just moving forward, but this whole season, because quite frankly, those are the things that this organization, of course, this offense needs to see to really say, okay, these are the things we're turning so that next year, and again, we got a whole season to go.
Yep.
But as we look at the big picture here and long term, you want to see those improvements moving forward. So just, again, one-sided offense today, can't lean it on the quarterback, just not ready to do that yet. And of course, from a team standpoint, you have to have all 3 phases in check, and you did today.
Real quickly, what do you think about the defense's effort? Because in all, 13 tackles for loss and 6 sacks. They were living in the offensive backfield.
Yeah, and I know I was hard on JFM, just that one play. It was a game-changing play, but in totality, it was an unbelievable effort. I mean, guys were there to make the tackle. They gave up a couple big plays. They got some good players on the Patriots. There's no question about it. But, man, guys were in the right spot. Didn't feel like anybody was out of place. Mac Jones kind of got out of the pocket a few times. They were able to get him. Looks like he was almost trying to draw guys in to hit him as he was getting out of bounds so he can go there. I mean, look, he's a smart guy. I think he's protected himself but also understands, like, maybe we can fish and bait a guy. But, if you just put those numbers on a board and say, hey, guess who won the game? I don't know if you'd say the Patriots would have won that game with those kind of numbers right there defensively, but unfortunately in this one they weren't able to pull it out.
A lot of good things for the Jets today, but a ton of things to correct. Garrett Wilson has 100 yards receiving. Zach Wilson throws for more than 300 yards, and Tyler Conklin had a pair of touchdowns, so it was nice to get the tight ends involved.
They're 5-3.
Yep.
Okay. At the end of the day, you're 5-3. Everything goes away.
Yeah.
You got a big time opponent next week.
Yeah,
you
got a huge game next week.
I mean, Bills. You think the Patriots gave you a hard time? Like Bills are like, these dudes aren't even. It's another check on the box for them, and they'll play tonight. But again, it's a monster division. Yeah, this is where it starts. You start finding out about yourself, but. You can put it together. Can you beat the Bills? Of course you can. You got 3 phases. Got to do it in this one. But again, it's a loss. 5-3. Season's still in good spot. But man, you like to see a better outcome just on that kind of output you talked about defensively and some of the things that were going on.
Yeah, well said. We're putting a bow on it here from One Jets Drive. The Jets 5-3, 1-1 in the division after a 22-17 loss to the New England Patriots.